All right, so before we harvest a few things, I just wanted to show you. So my yarrow that I planted last year made a bunch of babies everywhere. So yarrow is like a prolific self-seeder. So I dug all of these up in between the cracks in the stone pathway, and I'm going to plant them probably on my parents' property where they have more full sun. And yeah, so we'll have a ton more yarrow. So I'm going to harvest what is left of the roses. They're kind of done blooming at this point for the most part, but we'll see what I can get. I'm going to dehydrate the last of the petals that I can find. Okay, so I'm gonna get some German chamomile. So the first little flush that I harvested, I picked basically petal by petal or flower by flower, which is pretty time consuming. They do make these little like rakes. They're called blueberry rakes or chamomile rakes that make harvesting it a lot easier. But I'm gonna try just snipping it off and hanging it upside down and drying it that way and see if that's any easier before I can get my hands on one of those rakes. And this might encourage it to flower again with another flush. So we will see. Basically, my garden is just one big experiment with a lot of these herbs to see what grows well, what doesn't, what's the best way to harvest things. You kind of just learn as you go. So I made the mistake of ordering bulk chamomile hydrosol online, and I didn't make sure that it was the right variety because you really only want German chamomile for hydrosols. They smell like apples. They just have a really nice, sweet smell. And I opened the bottle and I was like, this is not correct. And it was Roman chamomile. So now I know to check before I buy things online that they're the correct variety. So I'm not going to harvest the yarrow yet because I'm going to try and save it to do a steam distillation, and I'm not set up for that right now. But I just want to show you. I think I got 9 plants and planted them last summer. And this is what I've gotten out of it. And it's made a bunch of little babies everywhere. So not bad. And then you can see back there, my bee balm. This is a rose-scented bee balm that's pretty close to blooming. And I also want to try and make a steam distillation with that. So stay tuned. I'm having a very hard time telling the difference between the German and the Roman chamomile because I planted both. And I thought that the Roman chamomile was like a ground cover. It's supposed to be really short. And this is definitely not short. So is this German chamomile too? I don't know. If any of you can tell the difference between German and Roman chamomile by looking at it, please let me know, because I planted both of them and I could have sworn this one was Roman chamomile, but now I'm not convinced. So here is my haul for today. These are going to go in the dehydrator to dry, and these are going to get hung up to dry. And then I will remove the petals from the foliage. All right. I don't want to do too many at once because they'll take longer to dry. So I'm just going to divide this up into probably 4 or 5 bunches.